So are you guys can see my screen? I just have shared my screen now. Is it
Yes.
fine? Yes, fine. Thank you so much, guys. So first we will start. So what we have learned here, the main thing we have to know what we're going to study. Okay. So first thing we have to know. Let me draw it like this so that you can understand easily. So guys, we are going to learn this RHEL. So what is this RHEL? Can you tell me? RHEL means Red Hat Enterprises Linux. Okay, so we are going to learn this Red Hat Linux. Okay, so can you heard this name? Have you heard this name? This Red Hat. What is Red Hat, guys?
It's a open source, I think. It's a open source language, right?
Not an open source language. Red Hat is just a
It's a
company. Okay,
it's a certification Red Hat.
wait.
Is it?
Red Hat is just a vendor. It is a company. Okay, who is providing the
Okay.
certification? Who is providing the courses? Right. So Red Hat is only the
Mm-hmm.
company. Okay, he is providing. It is providing the certification and it is providing the courses. Okay, so Red Hat is just a company. Okay, so this
Okay.
Red Hat. So Red Hat is providing the Linux operating system. So it is known as Red Hat Linux operating systems. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yes, fine.
So
So
I think, do we have any other than Red Hat? Like, do we have any more?
yes, yes,
I
yes.
just
Because Linux has lots of flavors we have, like Kali
okay.
Linux, Maven, then your
Okay.
CentOS, Ubuntu. These are the flavors of
Mm-hmm.
Linux we have. Okay, so we will
Okay.
discuss one by one after that. So first, RHL understood. At Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So Red Hat is a vendor who is providing the Linux operating system, and it is known as Red Hat Linux operating systems. Okay. So now Red Hat divided this course RHL course into two parts. Let me draw it like this. So if you have a pen and paper, guys, just draw it down, but it is not required.
Yeah,
So
doing it.
yes, thank you. So this RHL divided into two courses. First one is RHCSA and another is RHCE, guys. RHCE. There are two courses in RHL. One is RHCSA, another is RHCE. In RHCSA, Red Hat Certified System Administrator, and RHCE means Red Hat Certified Engineer, guys. Okay, Red Hat Certified System Administrator, Red Hat Certified Engineer. So in RHCSA, there will be again two module we have in RHCSA that we're going to learn. There are two modules we have. Let me draw it like this. Yes, but in RSCE, we're having only one module. Okay. So in RSCSA, what are those modules? The module name is SA1 and SA2. SA2. And in RSCE, we are having only one module, that is, guys, SA3. Okay, SA3. And each module is having one course code. So for SA1, the course code is RH124, and SA3 is having RH134. Okay, RH134. And sorry, SA2. Then SA3 is having RH294. So these are just a course code. Okay. So again, I'm telling RHEL, Red Hat Enterprises Linux. As Red Hat is providing his courses, Linux courses, so they divided into two courses like RSCSA and RSCE. RSCSA is Red Hat Certified System Administrator. In RSCSA, there will be two modules, SA1 and SA2. Okay, in RSCSA, guys, we are going to cover all the administrator part, like your from the basic to top level we will go. So basic commands, then we are going for user management, how to create the users, how to delete the users. Those are things we will cover in user management. Then group management, disk management will be there. We are going to create some LVMs, swap, everything that will insert this disk management. After that, we will discuss package management, how to install one package in Linux operating system, then how to update any packages, right? So that we're going to discuss in package management. Then we are having some SE Linux for the security purpose, SE Linux firewall also we are going to discuss in RHCSA, in Red Hat Certified System Administrator course. So in SA1 module we're having 15 chapters. Okay, and in SA2 we are also having 15 chapters. So this 30 chapters we are going to cover in 40 to 45 days maximum. Okay, so those 15, 15, 30 chapters we are going to cover in minimum 40, 45 days. In between that we are going to cover this. Okay, so let's talk about this RAC, that is a module called SC3, and it is having course code RH294. So in RAC, guys, newly they have given one tool that is known as your Ansible. So sorry, ANSIBLE. So can you please tell me what is this Ansible, guys? Any idea about this Ansible?
we can access any application in 10 computers like that.
Yes, but
One
it is
application in
not.
10
Yes,
server, 10
yes,
servers or
yes.
10
I'm telling
laptops
like
like
that.
that.
Okay, just listen. Anyone, please. What is this Ansible? Okay, wait. Anyone can please tell me what is this Ansible? Monish,
Mm,
do you have any idea?
no,
Ragini,
no.
Ragini, do you have any idea what is this Ansible?
No, Himansh, I heard this, but I don't know what is
Okay,
this.
okay. Let me discuss, guys. So what is this Ansible, guys? It is a Kazir. Can you please mute yourself? Yes. So what is this Ansible, guys? Suppose right now, if I will tell you guys, you have to install one package. Suppose you have 10 phones, and in 10 of the phones you need to install one WhatsApp package or WhatsApp application you need to install. So what you will do, you will go one by one phone and you will open the Play Store. You will download the WhatsApp application and you will install the application. Then after first phone, then you will come to the second phone. Then again you have to open the Play Store WhatsApp application you have opened, then download it and install it, right? So it will take some times, right? For the suppose for one phone it is taking 5 minutes, so 10 of the phones it is taking 15 minutes, 50 minutes, right? So to overcome those problems, we are having this Ansible. Okay, so in Linux operating systems, suppose in your if you will go for your real time, guys, you are going to use 10,000, 40,000 servers, right? Suppose if I will tell you add one user, okay, just install a package in this 10,000 servers, okay? So is it possible go one by one and install this package? No, right? So at that time, what we are going to use this Ansible, guys. It is just an automation tool. So you need to write a playbooks. So there will be playbooks. If you will be interested about this Ansible, we can also learn this Ansible. So in Ansible, it is written as a playbook. Okay, there is a playbook where we have to write the task. So when we will execute that playbook at 1 second in one time, in 10,000 server, the task can be executed. Okay, like that I just have told you, in 1 minute the WhatsApp application can be installed in 10 of the phones. So it is not required to go one by one phone and install the WhatsApp application like this, guys. I just have given one example with this WhatsApp application in phone. Got it? What is Ansible, guys? Or any queries? Ragini, have you got it?
Yes, I got it.
Yes, Monish. Everybody, please do
Yeah, yes,
reply.
I've got
Yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. So Ansible, it is what? It is a automation tool. Okay. So and one more thing I will tell you here, guys, that in so likewise we are using Windows version 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. So now we are having this RHL. Red Hat is also giving his version as now 8.2. So now we are going to learn in 8.2 version. Okay, this is the latest version they have given, and the version is 8.2, guys. Okay, so understood whatever the things we are going to learn. First we will go for this RHCSA, Red Hat Certified System Administrator. All the admin part after that learn. After that we will go for this RHCE. Any doubt, guys? Please tell me, I will clear it out, or else we will move forward. Any doubt
No.
with
No,
the
it's
course
fine.
view?
It's fine.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So let's come to the topic. Let me remove. So have you written this one? I will remove this one actually. Should I remove this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
let's come. So now we are going to learn Red Hat Linux, right? So what is this Red Hat Linux? Can you tell me? What is this Linux? What is Linux?
Linux is an operating system
Exactly. So what is operating system?
which is used to run all the application and all the processes in the
In the
in the laptop or in the
hardware,
system,
right?
in the CPU hardware.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So in
Yeah.
shortcut, I can tell you like this. Let me draw. You can easily understand. Suppose I'm a user. I'm sitting here. I'm a user, and this is my hardware. Okay, I'm having any hardware. You can tell like Dell hardware, HP hardware, or Mac hardware. I'm having. Okay, it is a hardware. So without any operating system, can I directly interact with my hardware?
No.
No.
No, right? So at that time, what will happen? We need one operating system, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I can tell like operating system is an interface between user and hardware. Will it be
Yes.
fine?
Yes.
Yes. So just note it down, guys. It is not required. Just note it down that operating system is an interface between user and hardware. It is an interface between user and hardware. It is not required actually. Just it is just like an introduction class, so that I need to tell those things also. Okay. So it is an interface between user and hardware. So if a user will directly contact through this hardware, it should have the operating systems. Okay. So how many operating systems we have? Can you tell me types of operating systems?
Windows, Linux, Mac.
Yes, but before that we have to know. So there is a point called proprietary. Have you heard this name? Propri-
Yeah.
So what is this proprietary?
No idea.
Anybody? Manish, proprietary and Kiran,
No.
proprietary and non-proprietary. We're having those types of operating system, guys. So what is this proprietary, guys? So the operating system is having some owner. So the operating system having some owner is known as proprietary operating system. That means you're having Windows operating system. Who is the owner of this Windows? Microsoft, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You are having a MacBook, right? Apple is a company, right? Who is providing these
Yeah.
MacBooks, right? But in case of Linux, can you tell me who is the owner? In case of Linux, who is the owner? Anybody can the owner, right? Here,
Yes.
Red Hat is on one owner. CentOS is another. Ubuntu, Kali Linux, anybody can the owner of that Linux operating system, right?
Yeah.
Got it? So what is this proprietary? The operating system having a specific owner, and non-proprietary, it doesn't have any owners. Okay? Anybody can be the owner of the operating system. Got it? What is proprietary and what is non-proprietary?
Yes.
So just note it down also. What is proprietary? And example, if I will give proprietary, it is Windows, and we can say your iOS operating system. But in case of non-proprietary, we're having only this Linux operating system. Okay. So as this is a Linux is an is a non-proprietary operating system, so that it has some flavors. Okay, Linux operating system having some flavors. Let me do it like this. So what will be the first flavor? Can you tell me? Flavor that we're going to learn, right? Red Hat.
I have a small question. Like
Yes.
Linux doesn't have like any owner. Like
No,
who
no.
built it then?
See, if you want, see, actually it is an open source operating system. Okay, the source
Okay.
code is available for any users. Suppose
Okay.
Monish, you want to build your own operating system, and you will named as Monish Linux operating system. You can build your own operating system also.
Okay. I mean on Linux.
Yes, on Linux. Like you should have some source code of this Linux operating system. You should have the license of this Linux operating system, so that you can build your own operating system, and you can name it as Monish Linux operating system. That Red Hat had done, right? So Red
Okay.
Hat,
Okay.
they have some developer, so they build a operating system with the help of source code of this Linux operating system. So they named as Red Hat Linux operating system. Got it?
So, but see, I have a question. Like in MacBook, the operating system is Linux or iOS?
iOS. But you can install Linux there. But MacBook, when you will buy any MacBook, there will be
Uh-huh.
only iOS operating system, right?
Okay. Okay. So if you want, we can install Linux.
Yes, you can install Linux, because Linux, it is has a portability nature. So Linux can install in any hardware. If you want to install in Dell, HP, you can install in Mac. Any hardware you can install this Linux operating system.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
So this Linux, can you tell me the first flavor that we are going to learn? That is Red Hat. It is a flavor. Flavor means Red Hat Linux, right? And we can tell
Yes.
CentOS. CentOS is also having one flavor of Linux, and Ubuntu,
Ubuntu.
yes, and Kali Linux. So thousands of flavors we have, Linux for the in Linux operating system, as it is a non-proprietary operating system. It has, so any user can be the owner of this Linux operating systems. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So these are the flavors of Linux operating system. So guys, if you will tell me Windows operating systems are there, iOS operating systems are there, all this. So why you are choosing this Linux operating system always?
Yeah.
Because it has some merits, it has some advantages, right? So now
Okay.
we will discuss one by one what are those advantages of Linux operating system. Okay, let me
Okay.
erase those things. So I'm writing the advantages or merits of Linux OS. Can you tell me the first what is the main and important merit we have? Just I told you it is open source.
Open source. Yes.
Yes, that open source means what, guys? The source code is available for any users, right? Suppose you and one more thing, for creating any operating system, for building any operating system, you should have the knowledge about C and C++ language also. Okay, suppose you are having some C language or C++ language, and you have the source code of this Linux operating system, you can make your own operating system. Okay, like as I told you, Red Hat, what they had done, they have some developer and who has the knowledge of C and C++. Then they have some source code of Linux operating system. They mix together and they can build their own operating system, and they named as Red Hat Linux operating system, right? Got it? So same thing, if you want to build your own operating system, you can name as uh, Monish Linux operating system, something like that. You can give your own name. Okay, got it? What is this open source? The source code is available for any users. Okay, so that
Okay.
it has lots of flavors. The Linux operating system has lots of flavors as it is an open source operating system. Then second thing, if I will talk about multi-user. So what do you mean by multi-user?
Like multiple users can use the
Yes,
Linux
multiple user.
operating system.
Also, we can use in Windows. We can also use in macOS also. But as this is an advantage, I need to tell this one, right? Multi-user. So multiple user can log into your PC at a time. Okay, multiple user can log into your PC at a time. Then third thing, if I will talk about multitasking. What do you mean by multitasking?
Mm,
Easily you can
You
tell,
can
guys.
we can do
Multiple,
different things at the same time.
exactly, multiple tasks we can do in same times, right? So that is what your multitask. Then fourth point, if I will tell you, portability. Just I told you, what is this portability?
It is
Just
easy, convenient for everyone.
convenient in case, in the
I
sense,
mean, for using,
sorry,
for using,
no,
to
what is
use
this?
Linux.
No, see, what is this portability, guys? Suppose you are having Mac, okay, Dell hardware. Okay, you are having Dell hardware. You don't have any operating system inside that Dell hardware. Suppose if I will tell you, guys, I want iOS operating system in my Dell hardware. Is it possible?
No.
No. Why? Because only Apple is giving iOS operating system in MacBook. Correct? But in case if I want to install the Linux operating system in Dell, can I install or not?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can install, so that it is portability. So it can be installed in any hardware. You can install in Dell, you can install in HP, you can install in MacBook also. Got it? What is portability? So write it down there. You can install the Linux operating system in any hardware. Kiran, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. And I forgot his name, Rakesh, right? Ajay Raut, right? Ajay, you there?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, are you able to share me this video after this session? Actually, I'm in working. I'm in the shift right now.
Okay, no
That's
problem.
why
I
I'm not
already have
able to
recorded
listen.
the session also, guys. So, Rakesh, is this your working time? Like this time is not preferable for you?
Ajay, I'm Ajay.
Yes, yes, Ajay.
Good time. No, it's a good time. No problem.
Okay.
Actually, today I'm. It's overtime. That's
Okay, 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 okay. No, so you want to left the session now, or you
no,
will
no, no,
wait
no,
for it?
no problem. I'm listening.
Okay,
No
okay,
problem.
okay. I
Uh,
also have recorded the session also, guys.
mm,
So just check with Umesh. Okay, so he will give the recorded session to you. Okay, he can give the
mm.
link to you. Okay.
Yes, sir. No problem. No
Yes,
problem.
thank you. So understood what is this portability, guys. Then we will go for the next merits. We are having fifth one. It is free. Is suppose you are having a Windows operating system having version of 8.0 or 8.1 or 8.2. Suppose if you want to upgrade to 10, you will go to your care Windows care, and we will tell you that I want Windows 10. So they will install the Windows 10, and you know how much cost they are charging for this Windows 10, guys?
Around 12,000.
Exactly, around 2,000 they are charging. You have told the exact price, you know. Just 12,000 they are charging for this to upgrade this Windows 10. But in case of Linux, guys, so if you want to upgrade the version, you don't have to pay anything, guys. Okay, you don't have to pay anything, so that it is known as free operating system also. Okay,
Free updates.
yes, it is free. You can directly upgrade to latest version. So before we have used 8.0, now we have upgraded to 8.2, guys. Okay, without paying anything. So after that we will discuss. So six, understood, right?
Yes.
Fine. So then the next one is secure, guys. You have heard this one also. In any senior also, you can ask any companies person. You can ask that, they will tell, definitely they will tell you that Linux operating system is more secure than any servers, right? Linux OS or Linux servers are more secure than any servers, isn't it? Have you heard? If you will ask to anybody also, they will tell. You can fetch in Google also. Okay, the Linux server is more secure than any server, because there are two tools we are using for this security purpose, that is SC Linux and firewall, guys. Okay, that there are two tools we are using, this SC Linux and firewall. This is one topic, guys, we are going to cover also. Okay, SC Linux and firewall, there are two tools we are using for the security purpose of this Linux server. Okay, so understood this six merits or six advantages of this Linux operating system, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So these are the
Yes.
merits, or you can say these are the advantages of Linux operating systems. Okay. So now let's talk about why it is named as Linux. Okay. Why it is named as Linux? Should I erase those things, guys?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. So let's talk about why it is named as Linux. So for that reason, we need to go to the history of the Linux. Let's come to the history of Linux. So can you tell me what is the parent operating system of Linux operating system? I think you heard this name, guys. Unix, right? Unix operating system.
Yes.
Yes, Unix operating system. Right now, IBM is using this Unix operating system, right? So
Yes, yes,
this,
sir.
yes, so this Unix operating system. Wait, Ragini, I don't know why some noises come. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, so Unix operating system, guys. Can you tell me when it was invented? Guys, this Unix operating system, it was invented in 1969. Let me write it here. It was invented in 1969. Okay, by the developer some Richard Stallman and Danish Ritchie. Yes, there are two developers who is invented this Unix operating systems. Okay, the in 1969, guys, they have invented this Unix operating system. This Unix operating system was also open source. Okay, let me write it here like this. It was also open source. So open source means what? The source code was available for any users, right? Yes, just we have
Yes.
discussed. Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
but
sir.
what was the demerit of this Unix operating system? It was high cost.
So it was not free.
It was It was free. The source code is free, but the operating system was having high cost. Okay, it was high cost, so that it was not available for all the users. Okay, to get those source code, you have to pay something for that only. So that was I'm telling. Okay, to get the source code of Unix operating system, you need to pay something, right? So that it was only available for richest person like your HP companies, IBM companies. Those are using this Unix operating system. Those have used Unix operating system also in 1969. Okay, so Unix operating system, it was open source, and the demerit was what? It was more expensive, that is high cost. Okay, so Unix operating system was there. Later on there was a project. Okay, let me draw it like this. There was a project, and the project name was GNU. It is just a project, guys. It is not an operating system. Okay, this is just a project. GNU full form is genuinely not Unix. Okay, GNU is a project. It is not an operating system. It was a project, GNU project. And what was the GNU project aim? What was the aim of the GNU project? To make the Unix operating system with the cheap value, so that it should be available for other users also. Okay, because it was expensive, so that it was with richest person like your HP companies and IBM companies. They can buy this Unix operating system. But what GNU project had done, what was the aim of this GNU project, guys? So to make this Unix operating system with a cheap value, and it should be available for other users also. Okay, this was the aim of the project, GNU project. Okay, then GNU project, got it right? Got it, guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Got it. Got it.
Yes, fine. So now after this GNU project, one operating system was came. GNU project was there. After that, one operating system was came, and with the name of Frix. The name itself Frix, and this operating system. So what he? So it was invented by the name, by the developer, and his name is. Let me write. His name is Linus Torvald. Okay, his name is Linus Torvald. He invented first the Frix operating system. So how he invented this one, guys? Let's check. So Unix was open source, right? Unix was open source, and the source code was available for all the users. Okay, and so he collected the source code of from this Unix operating systems, and he got the knowledge from this GNU project that how could we make this Unix operating system with cheap value. Got my point? What I have told?
Yes.
Ragini, Manish,
Sure.
Kiran,
Yeah.
have you got it? What Linus Torvald had done? He collected the source code of Unix operating system, and he got the knowledge from the GNU project that how could we make this Unix operating system with cheap value, so that it can be available for all the users. Okay. After that, if we invented this operating system named as Frix.
Correct. Fricks.
Yes, exactly. So after that, and you know this Linus Torvald was on 23 years old, and he was invented this Frix operating system. And later
Oh.
on, people gave this Frix operating system as the name of Linux operating system, because his name was Linus. So it named as Linux operating systems. Okay, and it was invented in 1991. Linux was invented in 1991. Got it? Why it is named as Linux? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So now we are using this Linux operating system, and this Linux operating system is also open source. The source code is available and free for all the users. Anybody, if they want to build their own operating system, they can buy the, or they can got the source code, and they can build their own operating systems also. Okay, fine. So this is what your we can tell like uh, history of the Linux, correct? History of the Linux. Okay, so now got it, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. So let's talk about architecture of OS, guys. Just this is a boring class, I know, guys, because It is just like an introduction class and
No, no, it's
demo
nothing
class.
boring.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So let's discuss about our architecture of operating system. Okay, architecture of operating system. Let's discuss. Before that, let me draw something so that you can understand easily. Okay. User shell kernel and this is one. Okay, so this is what your architecture of is. Architecture of operating system. So let's talk about this architecture. Please draw it down. We will
Yeah.
discuss. Have you drawn, guys? Have you drawn, guys? We will start.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can
fine.
start,
So
Himanshu.
yes, so now we will see what is this architecture of OS, guys. So how my operating system works. Okay, suppose one folder, if I want to open, I will double click on it, it will open my folder, right? Suppose I want to execute one command, guys, command we will see. So just remember, we are giving one command to get the outputs. Suppose I'm giving one, you know guys, what is those commands. So if you will put any command, you are getting some output. So it is taking a fraction of second to give the output, right? Right now we will see how this output we are getting. Okay, suppose this is a user over here. Suppose this is me. I'm giving a input, I'm giving a command to my hardware, or I'm giving the command to my software, and how it is given the output to me. And we will see that. Okay, so let's see. I'm giving first one command. First, when you will execute one command, it will first store in your shell part, guys. Okay, so can you tell me what is this shell, guys? What is this shell?
It's
What
one
is the,
type of scripting, I guess. Scripting, I guess.
yes, script you guess, but here
Script.
this shell we are using as,
Sure.
can you tell me, suppose if I will, one second. Kazir, please mute yourself. Yes, thank you. So shell is what, guys? So here, what is the work of shell, guys? So when we are executing any commands, guys, any commands we are executing here, it will be in human readable language or in binary language. When we're executing any
Binary
commands,
language.
no,
Binary,
it will
binary,
be,
binary.
when we are executing, it will always be in human readable language. Okay, when we're executing, it will always be in human readable language, but my system can only understand which language.
Binary language.
Exactly. So what this cell will do, first it will change the human readable language, human,
To binary language.
exactly, readable language to human readable language to binary, or you can do like machinery language. Machinery language. Okay, fine. Now machinery language. So whatever the input we have given, now it is stored as machinery language. Then this shell will forward those input to our first. It will forward to the kernel. Okay, it will forward to the kernel. So you know this kernel. Every operating system is having one kernel, correct? Because it is the heart
Yes.
of operating system, guys. What is the work of this kernel? It will do all the processes, right? When you are, it is getting the input, it will say, it will see what is the disk size is required for that input. what will be the RAM size is required, what is the process is required for that input, correct? Everything it will be done by your kernel, because it is known as also, it is a core part of operating system, this kernel. Okay, after giving this input, after getting the input to the kernel, it will again forward this to your hardware. So inside this hardware we are having the software. Okay, so in this software we are giving, it is getting the output, it is coming the output. After that, that output again it will come to this kernel. Got it? This output, so after kernel I'm telling here, so kernel got the inputs, it checked everything, disk, what is the RAM is required, what is the process is required, then again it pushed to your hardware. Inside the hardware we're having the software, then this software is giving the output to the again the kernel. Then that output also again checked by the kernel, what should be the process is required to push the output, then what is the disk is required, what is the size of RAM is required for that output, then again it will push to the shell. Can you tell me, when it will come to shell, what should be the language of that output?
Human
Human.
language.
No, it will be in machinery language, because input was machinery language. Now till this machinery language will be there, shell. Now shell again,
Okay.
now shell again change the language to human readable language, and it will give the output to the user. So that when we are executing the commands, we are getting the output in human readable language only. We are not getting in you are not getting in machinery or binary language. Got it?
Yes.
Got it, right? So this is what your guys architecture of voice.
Can you explain once kernel again, please?
So when we are giving this input from the shell, the input has came to this kernel, right?
Okay.
So that input, what should be the disk size is required, and what should be the process is required for that input, what is the RAM size is also required for that input, everything details it will stored by the kernel. Okay, first it
So
will yes, 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 tell me
it
please.
is it. I mean it will monetize like how much RAM we
Exactly,
need. Yeah, how
exactly,
much?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. After that, it will push to the software. Then software will give the output to the kernel. Again, kernel will check for those details we have. Those details it has stored for the inputs. That details it is stored for the output itself also. Then after storing this one, then it will give to the shell. Shell will again change the language from machinery to human readable. Then it will show to the users. Fine.
Okay.
Yes, that is what your guys architecture of voice. Got it now?
Yeah.
Fine, thank you. So we will see now, guys. So this is what we have this architecture of OS. Now we will see our setup, guys. Let me show you my setup. Your Red Hat Enterprise Linux setup. As we are the authorized partner, guys, we are having this setup. So Red Hat is given this setup to us. Let me show you that setup, guys. So can you see here? It is written as Red Hat Enterprises Linux. Correct? This setup will be only available, those are the authorized partner of Red Hat. Okay, so it is Red Hat
Any possibility
Enterprises.
for,
Sorry,
is there any possibility for trial like that? For 30
trial.
days trial, they will provide some OSS, right?
For trial, actually Red Hat is giving some subscription also to get the lab. Okay,
Okay,
but just talk with Umesh if you want to. If you want to practice in your lab also, Red Hat is also giving his lab. So
okay,
talk with Umesh. He can explain how could we get that. Okay.
okay, fine.
Yes, thank you. So guys, this is what your our Red Hat Enterprises Linux setup we have. So can you tell me, guys? I'm moving the cursor from here and there, right? Yes, yes or no? I am moving the cursor from here and there.
Yeah.
So yes, in operating system, I can move the cursor from here and there by the help of what?
Mouse.
Yes, but mouse it is a hardware. But directly, if I will tell you, what is? Do you know console, guys? Console.
Yes.
Console. So
Console string.
no, only console. What do you mean by console?
Device.
Not like that. So see guys, let me show you what is this console. So what is operating system,
Where
guys? Yes, please.
console is
I think
where
it's
you
a
view the
command.
system performance.
Okay, let me show you. What is I told you just now? What is operating system?
Yes.
What is operating system? If I'm a user,
It manages hardware.
I'm a user and
applications can be run.
wait. Just now I've told you in simple way you can tell it is an interface between user and hardware, correct? Yes,
Yes.
it is an operating system, right? Now when the console, so where the console will come, guys, it is the console is an interface between user and operating system. Here we have this console. Got it? So user can't directly contact to the OS or can't directly interact to the OS, so we need some console, guys. Okay, this is what your console, so where we are moving this cursor here and there, this is by the help of console only we can move these cursors. Okay, we can go to this, we can go to this folder also by the help of console. You will double click on it, it will open the directories. So how it is working? By the help of console only. Okay, so what is operating system? The interface between user hardware. And what is
User and
console?
this
Yes, and
user.
what is
OS.
console? Console is user, the interface between user and OS, correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So now if I will tell you, how many console you have, do you know? Types of console, type of console, you know, guys? Manish, do you have any knowledge, types of console?
Types of console.
Okay, see here, guys, suppose I want to open this directory, guys. I can open, like, double click on it, it is open that file, sorry, your directory, or we can tell folder, correct? Yes. So what I have done in graphically, I just double click on this, correct? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, so console is of two type, guys. One is graphical user interface and another is command line interface. What are those? Graphical user interface, another is command line interface. Write it down, guys. So have you
Yeah.
written what is console? Console is interface
Yeah.
between
OS
user
and the
and
user.
OS. Exactly. And what is how many type of console we have? Two types of console. That is graphical user interface, command line interface. Correct? Yes, guys, remember one thing, you are going to work with your only command line. Okay, there won't be one option uh, to use this graphical user interface, guys. Okay, everything you should have to do within your command line.
So, may I know what is graphical line?
Graphically, just suppose if I want to open this folder, okay, I will double
Uh-huh.
click on it, right? It is
Okay.
opened the folder. But
Okay.
graphically means what? Sorry, command line means what? There will be one terminal when you will execute to open this directory also. We will see, we will see. Okay,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
worry for that. Some commands
Okay.
are there.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yes, so
Okay.
some commands are there, we can execute those commands. We will see also whatever the files or folders inside this folder. Okay, fine. Understood what is command line, what is graphical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
graphical user interface and command line interface, we can tell GUI and CLI. Okay, now let's talk about commands. So what is commands? What is command? When we're executing in terminal, we're getting some output. Yes or
Yes.
no? Yes,
Yes.
right. Commands, when we're executing in terminal, we're getting some output. But where is the terminal, guys? Let me show you. This application, guys, I'm having this option called favorites, and here I have the terminal. Correct? Yes. If I will open this one, it will look like this, guys. This is the terminal. We're going to execute the commands. All the commands we are going to execute here. Got it? Okay. Fine. So guys, just Monish told me that what, how could we see that inside this ex294 whatever the files and folders are there. Okay, there is a command. Don't worry for this command, but we will see that again. So cd desktop, if I will open ex294, sorry, ex2 94, I can put ls here. Can you see the same things we will be having inside the directory? Ansible folder, host j2 file, sw report.empty file, those files are stored inside this. So graphically I just have opened with double click on this, but command line I just have put. So don't worry for this command, guys, I just have shown you. So how could we get the output also? By the help of command line. And I have just written the command and I got the same output, right? So whatever I have seen in graphically, that I can see in command line also. Yes or no? Yes, but don't worry for this command, guys. CD that I have written here. Okay, just I have shown you. Okay, okay. Now Please tell me, do you know about virtual machines? Virtual machines, do you know? Manish, do you have any knowledge about virtual machines?
No.
Uh, Ragini, do you have any knowledge? And
Yes, Himanshu.
yes, please. What is virtual machine?
Mm,
Kiran, can you tell me what is this virtual machines?
It's like we can use another operating
Other
in
operating
present
system
way.
inside the inside the
Yeah,
physical machine, right? Suppose you
internal.
are, yes. So Manish, just try to listen. So if I, so you are having which MacBook, right? Just have told me, right?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
the
having
operating
Mac.
system you're using? You're using iOS operating system, right?
iOS, yeah.
Yes. So likewise, you are using iOS operating system. So you can also the Linux operating system as the virtual machine. It is not actual machine. Actual machine is yours iOS, right? You can also
Yes.
install the VMs. You can also install the operating system in your iOS operating system. That means iOS is there, but inside iOS there is another virtual machine that is known as Linux operating system. If you want to install, you can install that also. Okay,
So we,
machine.
we so we have like both iOS
Yes,
and Linux together.
yes. So inside the
So
machine, another
even in the
machine will be
Windows
there.
also, even in
Yes,
the Windows also,
yes,
Windows
yes,
10
yes,
and
yes,
Linux.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So actually, there is a container. Okay, the container name is Oracle Virtual Box. This is the named as container. We will see that after. So tomorrow we are going to see that. So inside this virtual box is just like a container. We will contain the virtual machines. Okay, that is known as virtual box. We will so I will show you tomorrow in installation class. I will show you. Okay, there is a virtual box I have. Inside the virtual, it is just like a container who contains the virtual machines. Okay, you can add the virtual machines inside that virtual box. Got it? What
yes.
is virtual machine? So guys, in my setup I'm having, okay, before that we have to check what is the course, in which course or in which course code my setup is having. Let me check with cat/etc/rht. There is a command. I can check that yes, my course code is RH134. So that is SA2 module, right? RHCSA module, correct? You have drawn this one, not just I have drawn in fast when I've started the class. RH134
Yes.
course code was RH124, RH134,
Yes,
RH294.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
each course code is having each setup. Okay, we can change the setup also to one course to another course. Okay, got it. So right now, what is the course code my setup is running? It is the course code of RH134.
134.
Okay, you can see that RH, it is written as Red Hat System Administrator 2, SA2 System Administrator 2, right? SA2 is having this RH134 course code. And guys, here it is also written as RHT VMs. So these four VMs I am going to use in my RH134 course code. That means SA2 course code. SA2 model. What are those virtual machines? Bastion, Workstation, Server A, and Server B. This is just a name, guys. Okay, and each VMs is having Linux operating system only. Red Hat Linux operating systems. Got it or not? Manish, have you got it?
Yeah, yeah.
So in your iOS operating system, okay, if you want to install multiple OS, multiple virtual machines also you can install in your iOS operating system. So same thing, I'm using I'm using Linux operating system in my physical machine. This is guys my physical machine, and virtual machine. How many virtual machines I'm using? One, two, three, and four. Got it or not? How many virtual machines I'm using? Four virtual machines.
Four. Four.
Yes. If you will talk about physical machine, this is my physical machine, right? And physical machine, what is the OS I'm using? It is also Red Hat Linux. So my physical machine is Red Hat Linux, and my virtual machines are also Red Hat Linux. Got it? If you will talk about Manish, your laptop, your physical machine, what is the setup you have?
iOS.
iOS operating system. So if you want to install Linux operating system as a virtual machine, you can also install that. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes. So same thing. I'm having four virtual machines, and having the name. It is just a name. Okay. Bastion, Workstation, Server A, and Server B. Okay. Let's check what is the status of these virtual machines. So guys, just note it down. This command we can check the status of the virtual machines. RHT vmctl status all. If you will put status all guys, so what it is doing, all the virtual machines are running now.
Yeah.
Yes, so all the virtual machines are in running mode guys. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What is the command we're using for that? RHT vmctl status all. Okay, now graphically if you want to see guys, this is command line, right? This in command line I have written RHT vmctl status all. Yes, I can check my all the virtual machines are running. So same thing if I want to check with graphically, as I told you, console is of two types, command line, graphically. I checked in command line, now I am going to check in graphically. I am having this system tools as the option. We're having this virtual machine manager. If I will open this virtual machine manager, can you see guys, here I'm having 6 virtual machines. So let's see bashan, what is the status of this bashan, is it running, right? Yes, you can see here guys. Yes,
Yep.
server A it is running, server B it is running, and server, let me shut down this one. Server sorry, workstation is also running, yes or no?
Yeah.
Workstation, server A, server B, then bashan, it all are running. So now you will tell me what is this server C and server D. So guys, actually I'm in RH134 course code, so I'm having 4 virtual machines. But if I will change the course code to RH134, sorry, RH294, it will come extra 2 virtual machine that is named as server C and server D. Got it? Okay. Any queries? Ragini, Monish, Kiran. Any queries, guys? Hello, am I audible to you guys?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yes,
You are
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
yes. Monish, any doubt?
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
Fine, right? So graphically I have seen inside this, and the command line I have just put it as rstvmctl status all. Then if I want to check uh, to, okay, now it is start, I want to stop the virtual machine, what I need to put, rstvmctl stop all. So if I will put stop all, it will stop all the machines. So let's see, rst hyphen vmctl, then space stop space all. It will stop
So
the,
basically, you are typing the commands whatever you require, so the
yes,
system will follow exactly your
exactly,
commands.
yes, yes. So you can see that all the virtual machine has been shut off. Okay, so you can see in graphically also bashan shut off, server is shut off, server B shut off, and workstation is also shut off. Got it? Yes. So now if the virtual machine will be stopped, how could we start the virtual machines? rst vmctl start all.
Status. Okay.
You put start all, it will start the virtual machine again. Status, to check the status whether it is in starting mode or running mode or stop mode. If you will check, if you will go for stop all, it will stop all the virtual machines. Then if you will go for start all, it will start all the virtual machines. Okay, suppose now if I want to stop only server A, instead of all you have to put only server A, so that it will only stop the server A machine. Guys, try to remember those commands. Why? Because in your real time you are going to use only this commands, not graphical. Graphical we were not going to do, everything we're going to do in command lines. Okay, okay, fine. So now if I want to open my virtual machines, okay, if I want to open my virtual machines, what is the command for that? RHT VM view. Suppose I want to open my workstation virtual machine, so I need to put RHT VM view, then view workstation command line. So view workstation. In command line, I'm putting RST hyphen VM view space workstation. So when I will click on it, it is opened my another virtual machine. Yes or no? Another machine has been opened, and it is known as workstation virtual machine. Let me log into my virtual machine with root user. Don't worry for this root and what is the password for that, I will tell you. Just to know, this is my workstation virtual machine. It is another machine, correct? Yes. Now same thing, if I want to open my server A, what should I have to put, guys? And graphically, guys, if you want to open the any virtual machine, just click on this workstation and there is an option called open. You can open through this also graphically, but you need to understand, you have to understand that we are going to use only command line, so you have to remember this command only, correct? Graphically also you can do, but you need to execute the commands, because in future you are going to execute those commands only. Okay, you are going to you are working with these commands only. Okay, now tell me, if I want to open my server A machine, how should I open? RST view, instead of workstation I will put server A. Yes, so that it will open another virtual
Server.
machine and it is named as server A. So Manish, can you tell me what is the difference between my server A and workstation? What is the
Server
difference?
and
Workstation, this is my workstation virtual machine and this is my server A virtual machine. Can you tell me what is the difference between that?
mm,
Ragini, anyone? What is the difference between server A and workstation?
In workstation, we can use through graphical.
Exactly. So in workstation we're having graphical user interface, guys, because I can click on this activities, I can click on this terminal, guys, but in case of server A I don't have any graphical option, it is only in command line. Got
okay.
it? So what is the difference
Yeah.
between workstation and server A? Workstation is having, suppose guys, if I want to open in workstation, I want to open any files or folder, I can open through this file. I can, so what I'm doing, I'm opening in graphically, right? I'm using graphical user interface, correct? Yes, in workstation. But in case of server A, only I have to execute the commands. I have to execute the commands, guys. Got it or not?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So what is the main difference of server A and workstation? It is server A is having only command line interface and workstation is having with command line as well as your graphical user interface. Okay. Guys, here I am telling you again, guys, workstation is the only machine I am using as has graphical user interface and command line interface. But rest of all the virtual machines, server A, server B, Bastion, those three virtual machines I'm using as command line interface. Only command line is there for that virtual machines. Got it? Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's talk about. Okay, so now let's talk about if we will come to this. Okay, just to give me 1 minute. Okay, so this is my physical machine terminal, guys. Yes, this is my physical machine, and remember, physical machine, it is written as Q's foundation, like your physical machine one is your iOS operating system. In my physical machine itself, I am using Linux operating system with Red Hat Linux. So all the machines that I am having, all are Linux operating system. My physical machine, workstation, server A, server B, server C, server tree, everything I am having Red Hat Linux operating systems. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Let's talk about the last part we will discuss now. The last part, after that we will end the session. Okay. The last part we will see. So when we are opening my terminal, I can able to see this prompt, right? This prompt I can see, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what is this one? Can you tell me, Ragini? Any knowledge about this, Kiran?
Local host name it is.
Sorry, not localhost. What is the what we are called this thing? So it is known as,
Root.
guys, shell prompt. Shell prompt. SHELL prompt. Okay. So if I will hit enter, 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 anytime, so the same cell prompt will command again and again. Okay. So what is the cell prompt? So in cell prompt, guys, just write from this to this. I will tell you how many parameters also we have. Just give some spaces. Okay, guys, please keep patience. We will end the session after this one. Okay, so first is kiosk, guys. Okay, in the cell prompt I'm having 4 parameters and the first parameter is kiosk. Okay, so can you tell me what is this kiosk? I think Kiran, you can tell.
Name itself.
No, it is a username.
User.
Okay, it
Yeah.
is an username. So which user you are logged in, guys? In your Windows operating system also, when you will newly buy this one, you have to create a, you have to give your details, you have to give their, there will be one option to give your name, that is your username. So I'm using my operating system, Linux. Suppose I'm using my Windows operating system and it is named as Himanshu Sekhar Sahu. So Himanshu is a user of that, or it is the admin user of that operating system, your Windows operating system. So same thing. So all the operating system having some owners, having some users. So this kiosk is what your user. So which user your operating system has been logged in. Okay, this is the just a user. Okay, then second parameter we will talk about this foundation 0, guys. This is just a name. Likewise, we have discussed server A, server B, server C, sorry, server A, server B, workstation. This is just a name of the machine, right? So here also my physical machine name is foundation 0. Got it? Foundation 0, it is just a name, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Then the third parameter you can see, guys, this is a tilde mark, and just note it down. We will discuss later. This is present working directory. We will discuss in second class. Yes, in second class we are going to discuss this PWD. So this is known as your PWD, present working directory. Okay, guys. Then the fourth parameter we are having this dollar mark, and this dollar mark is only for non-privileged user. Note it down. For the non-privileged user it is dollar mark. For non-privileged,
Non-privileged is nothing but who is not admin, right?
yes, exactly. I think so. Okay, so the user having okay, we will discuss the privilege. Have you written this one? This dollar mark is only for the non-privileged user, correct? Have you written, Monish, Ragini,
Yeah.
Kiran?
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
So what is this non so can you tell me who is this non-privileged user? What is the user we have logged in here?
Co-
Kiosk.
Yes.
kiosk
Course.
Yes.
kiosk
Yes.
kiosk
Yeah.
Okay, so this kiosk, it is a non-privileged user, guys, so that it is written as dollar mark. So non-privileged user means what, guys? There are two users we are having. One is administrative user, normal users. Okay, administrative user has all the permissions. Administrative user means it is an admin user. It can, likewise your WhatsApp, you are having one admin user is there, right, who can add the users, who can remove the users, correct? So same thing here. We are here, we are having some administrative user, we're having administrative user here also. So for the administrative user, the user I'm using as root user. Okay, root is the administrative user. In my setup I'm using as root is an administrative user. Okay, except root user, whatever the users I have here, it is known as non-privileged user. Got it? Except root user, whatever the users we have, it is known as non-privileged user. Got it or not?
Yeah.
So kiosk is a which user?
I don't know.
Non-privileged user. You can
Non-privileged
tell
user.
normal user. So for this non-privileged user, it is dollar mark. If I will go to my root user, guys, don't worry for this command. Don't worry for this command. I'm moving to my root user. Let's check. Okay, let me. So if I'm logged in with root user, guys, now this place is covered by
Hash.
root and it is given as hash. Why? Because root is a privileged user, or we can tell super user, right? Or we can tell administrative user also. Okay, so except root user, if you are logging with any users, it will be dollar mark. Got it? And this PWD, guys, we will discuss tomorrow. What is this present working directory? Hope you have got it, guys. Any queries?
Yeah.
Please let me know, because I'm going to end the session.
Yeah. I have one query regarding OS.
Yes, please.
Yeah. There is RTOS, right?
Which one?
Real-time operating system.
Yes.
So what difference between this normal OS and RTOS?
Which OS?
RTOS, real-time operating system, is there no?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 second. So real-time operating system and which one?
Oh, normal OS, which you are using in our laptops like that.
Which are using
Linux.
in, so in so have you, so you are using your, so in your company what is the OS you are using?
Linux only.
Linux
Linux
only.
and
Is it
yeah.
real time? So we
Yeah.
make as it is a real time. We make it as it is a real time, right? Like
Okay. Yeah.
yes, we make it as a real time in your office or in any companies, like
Okay.
yes, that is what. So if you are having a Linux server, you can also make it at real time. Like you have to configure something there, a requirement required to your companies. Okay, what company wants, you have to make like that your operating systems. Okay,
Okay.
yes, that is what. Got it? Okay. Yes. Any queries?
Himanshu, I
Yes.
have a doubt.
Yes, please.
So we are executing the command lines, right? What is this called? Like, where are we executing the commands?
This is terminal. This is called as terminal.
This is same like putty or any difference?
See, putty generally, why we're using this putty, to connect to our another host machines, right? See, there is a difference.
Okay.
It is not like a putty, okay? So putty, there will be one option, you have to give host IP address and which user you want to log in, right? Generally,
Yes.
we are using the putty. Suppose I'm using here my machine and I want to connect to your machine. I will connect through my putty. Yes, I can directly connect through putty, right?
Yes.
Yes. So terminal, we're executing the commands, but putty is different things. Okay. In putty, we are using the putty. So here we are using the SSH also. In Linux operating system, we will discuss later. So putty, it is just like a application. Through the putty, we can connect to our remote machines. Okay. But terminal is what we are
Okay.
executing the
Okay.
commands. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So any queries, please?